Let's go to the silver screen for Tuesday's Reader's Choice. I'm Jill Malandrino with the Streets Options Profits.
And I'm Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com.
Scott, today we're going to take a look at a name that we normally don't talk about. We're going to look at DreamWorks. They reported the quarter last night. They beat on the top and bottom line just barely, and that has analysts a bit concerned. The average median rating is hold, and the concern there is that the Puss in Boots home video sales was not as strong as they had expected. So the revenue beat was not as great as they wanted. So that's why we kind of have it as a hold. We're waiting for the next catalyst, that being Madagascar 3D on June 8th.
I think at this point the street wasn't expecting anything at all, because as I look at this chart, it looks like it's on the dead lows. Not only on the daily lows, the weekly lows, but the monthly lows. So at this point, I don't think anyone was expecting a good report. So how it reacts today is very important for the short-term direction. If you look here at the chart, you will see, this high was put in around 40, 45. What was this in way back in 2010? Fast forward to where we are. We're at the dead lows here. Okay, so it's grasping to hold this 1684 to 1650 area. Right now, it really hasn't printed pre-market, so I would say watch for some type of reversal. If it could go underneath that 17 and reverse and hold this level, I think it's buyable. But if it closes below this 17, if you go to your monthly chart, you will see that there's like nothing underneath it. And typically, stocks are on their lows for a reason, but if you're not involved and you're looking for a catalyst and you see a reversal type of setup going into Madagascar, I think you see that, new low, close strong, that's your way in, but just be aware that that's when it's coming out.
I think what the key is that not only are we going into the big summer season, there's also huge short interest on this name. So if this gets a bid with, a successful June 8th Madagascar release, you're going to see those shorts come in and get squeezed. So what we're going to take a look at, and Skip is going to give us the options profits play, is a longer dated shooter trade. We're going to buy some straight calls here, Scott. And another thing that we want to take a look at on options profits, Jared wrote a great piece in terms of picking the proper expiration cycle. So that article is going to go hand in hand with this as well. But before we wrap this up, Scott, let's take a look at Lionsgate, which has performed a little bit different and also in the silver screen business.
Well, my trade has been watching this one because it's just been moving a lot better. So if you take a look at the chart here, you'll see technically, it's above, the 200-day. It's held higher. This was the last time that it had a gap up and went. It filled that gap, but yesterday, it actually participated with the market, which is what you want to see. So at this point, if you're not looking for a fundamental value play or a capitulation bottom play like DreamWorks, I think this one has a little bit more opportunity if it starts to break above this high here of about 1256. So as of right now, if you wanted to trade this LGF, you could be long versus 11 above this 1250. It can continue. It's definitely a different type of trade, but we have lots of different types of investors out there.
All right, sounds great, Scott. Don't forget, catch him at the end of the day, every day on Options Profits, Real Money, and T3Live.com as the T3 team wraps up the charts for us.